along from that, did you guys hear about like the T.I. allegations or anything like that?
Yeah, where he
Are they allegations or are they real deal?
I don't know.
This is the with his sex trafficking with his lady.
One of the witnesses was an Air Force veteran, so like it's like a good source. It's not some fucking.
But supposedly that was like
What's
his
he doing?
lady's friend though.
What's he doing? What's going on?
So they've been
run it back for me because I remember they've
been having sex parties pretty much.
Yeah, T.I.
Well, do you remember when he said some shit about his daughter where he was like, he said publicly some shit about his daughter and it had something to do sexually, like she can't have sex or she's okay to have sex, one of the two, but it was super.
I don't remember.
It was super controversial.
That was from T.I. as well?
Yeah.
Huh. So that's maybe where it was starting.
What can you Google that for me?
So basically, I mean, I know the gist and I'm looking at it right now, but yeah, T.I. and
sex parties, right?
His wife is Tiny, all right? So Tiny and T.I., but they have been accused of like drugging and raping women as well, and like one was 17 at the time, and like they're waking up.
What does she get out of that? Like when Tiny does it with her, like what do you get out of that? Like you get some type of pleasure out of this? Like I mean, you know what I mean? You're watching your dude do some crazy shit.
They're completely denying it, you know, but they're into whatever orgies and threesomes. You whatever it is, bro. But then
maybe somebody got shysted out of it.
Here was what I was talking about. In 2019, T.I. was on The View.
Okay.
And he made some comments about his daughter's virginity or something.
Oh,
and it was super controversial. It's super awkward.
This is weird.
I said, what the hell is going on with T.I.?
Fucking Whoopi Goldberg, guys. Fucking Whoopi.
This motherfucker. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Who names themselves Whoopi? I'm just saying.
Well, a person that makes millions and millions of dollars.
I know, but before she was
anyway, so they're paying. Are they paying for the girl to have sex with them, or are they?
I'm sure there's probably money.
Is there money being involved here? Because at the end of the day, where do you fall in prostitution and women?
I feel like anybody should have the price or the choice to do what they want to do with their
body, right?
This
is how you want to make money.
I'm not trying to be a piece of shit or a person that's like, oh, I'm trying to make a joke. No, as like a real joke, not a joke. If you want to have an abortion, have an abortion. This is your life. If you want to be a prostitute, be a prostitute.
Do you believe the same as like how they think? When you legalize drugs, there's less drug addicts. Do you think that if you legalize prostitution, there would be less sex trafficking?
No, there would be no sex trafficking because it's legalized.
Hold on. Do more people or less people have sex in Vegas with prostitutes when they go there?
I don't
what
know.
are you talking about? I mean, it's fucking legal. People are hitting up those.
What I'm saying, though, is there would be no more sex crimes because it's
sex trafficking,
legal. There'd be no more sex trafficking.
I guess.
Yeah. Oh, what, you mean trafficking like people?
People, yes.
Human trafficking.
That's human trafficking, though.
That's still sex trafficking.
I don't know,
sex trafficking would be like a madam who's in charge of a bunch of prostitutes.
A madame.
And she's
like making them do it.
Yeah, that's still human trafficking, kinda.
Is it? That's sex trafficking.
These are people that ran away from home, or maybe she kidnapped them.
Dude, it's like human trafficking that turns into sex trafficking, whatever you want to call it. It's like there's similar.
Okay, I don't think that. Okay,
if prostitution was legalized,
if the human trafficking wasn't aimed towards sex trafficking, to become prostituting.
Yes. What is it then?
What is it then?
To steal their organs and fucking harvest them for organs, bro.
Besides that, though,
black market.
Okay. Put all that to the side.
That's a big thing too.
I get where you're going with that. People are always buying the organs because they need them. Rich people got them. They're the people who just don't mean shit to us. They're illegals.
Why do they need them? Why do they need them? People are always buying the organs because they need them.
Because they do. They got old uncles and grandpas that need lungs and fucking and hearts and kidneys. They need okay. Besides,
wait a second.
Why are we going this way? Stop it. All right, now stop. What I'm saying. Let me wash my hands of this real quick by saying that the real people who just want to be prostitutes, they didn't get human trafficked. Keep in mind,
he just got done listening to Brother Lynch hung. Okay, he's still a little bit caught.
You don't want to be human trafficked. These are just, I just want to be a cup, and I want you to pour water in me. This is what I do.
Yeah.
I'm a cup for water. I'm a prostitute who just wants to be a lady that wants to be a prostitute.
Okay.
There ain't no pimping, no trafficking, no crazy organs.
And that's your decision.
You're down with that.
Yes, that's fine. If that's your decision, right? Just like if she decided to have an abortion, that's her decision. Okay. Or if she decided to cut her hair, whatever, it's her decision.
You can be a legal prostitute in
right?
Las Vegas.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
So the human trafficking all aside, how many sex crimes would there be? There would be no crime if that's what it was.
That's
it'd be legal.
Of course, because it would be legal. But I'm saying, would it, like how if you make drugs legal, all the addicts disappear? Would it?
They don't disappear. They're still there.
No, he's on the right track. I know what you're referring to, bro.
Addiction becomes lower. That's what happens. When they do studies in the countries where they legalize drugs,
it goes down.
Addiction goes down and all that. I'm saying
doesn't it become a whole then?
As prostitution gets legalized, does human trafficking and that because human trafficking is.
But doesn't it become? Doesn't it become
It
a
could,
whole, instead of
right?
it being like, hey, these are the 70% of people we know who do drugs. Now it's legal. We're allowing everybody to do it. So now the span of the number is more
And
wider
not
of a
that many people
margin,
do it.
and now that many people
That's-
do
no,
it, so
no,
it
no, no,
seems
no.
like
And
it's
I don't
less.
know.
No, what they're saying, Matt, is say 50% of the people are drug addicts.
You got my head in a pretzel right
then
now.
they go legal. When it goes legal, once it legalizes, now only 30% of the people.
But you get what
all
I'm
of a sudden,
saying, though,
they're
right?
like, it's gone down.
They're not popularizing.
I get what you're
it
saying.
for the margin of the people who do it. Now they're gonna say it's legal,
They
so
still
they're
do.
popularizing
No,
it
they
for the
still
whole
do.
state.
It's not going off of the entire population. It's still going off of the number of addicts.
But do the
Right?
addicts
So the
become
number of addicts
less?
doesn't change if the population grows. The number of addicts is still 50%
It gets
of the
smaller.
population.
It gets smaller if the
50%
population
of the population.
grows.
No, if it's 50% of the population, if the population gets to 400,000, it's still 200,000 people because it's 50% of the population. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. But as the population was only
the
the
percentage
size
stays
of,
with the population.
but the population was small at this point when they were 50%.
If
you
you're
understand
listening,
what I'm saying,
if you're
see?
listening out there, and if you've done any studies based off of drug use or prostitution,
Just let us know.
And you have any
Just let us know.
research
Hey,
studies
let us
available
know.
on numbers,
Brett K,
please let us
call
know.
in,
We
call
wanna
in and
know.
let us know how you
But
feel about
all I
it.
have to
yeah,
say
I
is-
get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm
It-
saying? though?
yes,
I
yes.
feel like crime,
It could lower, bro.
in the sense of guns, crime
It could.
goes down.
It could lower.
Yes.
It could lower.
So what is the sake of it?
You think that if we get rid of guns,
No,
that
no.
crime goes
I
down?
feel like when everybody carries guns, like they do in some states where it's legal to, crime goes down. Because nobody really wants to steal, because there's always
People are
somebody
scared.
around with a
Yeah.
gun to say, hey,
Look,
motherfucker,
man.
put that back.
But yeah,
Wrong or right?
I get it. I get it. Yes, you're right.
But at the same time, a lot of people don't
A lot of
turn
people
around and
running
just
around with
rob
guns,
and
though,
steal. A
motherfuckers.
lot of people don't rob and steal all of a sudden because they're hurting for a hit. When someone can just turn to you and be like, I got it right here, bro.
True.
So maybe crime goes down other ways.
I don't think T.I. and Tiny are just solely paying individuals.
Way to bring it back. Look at
Yeah,
that.
I totally forgot about T.I.
I
and
don't-
Tiny, but
I don't-
I appreciate
look,
you. Thank you,
I don't think
JS3.
T.I.
Bring it back to
yes,
yesterday.
because I wanted to go back. I don't think T.I. and Tiny are just giving girls money to have sex with them. They're like,
Neither was
bring-
Bill Cosby.
Hey, you want to come hang out with us? Then they're like giving them drinks
Bill
with,
Cosby
with,
was
drugs.
Bill Cosby was drugging them too,
Yeah,
man.
they're drugging these girls, and they're waking up like in the
Is
morning.
T.I. the new Bill Cosby?
with sore vaginas and sore buttholes.
Is T.I. the
apparently,
new
bro.
Bill Cosby? Is
I
what
mean,
you're
it's
saying right
kinda
now?
headed
Wait a
that
minute.
way.
Are you saying T.I.
T.
is the new
Cosby.
Bill Cosby? This is T.I.
yes,
Cosby.
Yes,
T.I. Ill Cosby.
Was he? Wait a second. Wait a second.
he's the Bill Cosby of 2021.
Was he not on? Was he on Cosby Show
No.
when he was a kid?
No, he's Till Cosby. This is Till Cosby.
No, I don't think so.
No,
bro.
T.I. was not
There's
on
some
the
crazy
goddamn
conspiracy
Bill
about-
Cosby
Was this
show.
guy on the Cosby
You
Show?
should Google that, though. You got to Google that.
He
just
was
in
not
case,
on
just
the
in
Bill
case.
Cosby show.
No, he was
man.
not on the goddamn
T.I.
Bill Cosby
on the
show.
Cosby Show.
No,
No.
but
Look for a picture of T.I. and Bill, though, together.
I'm gonna Google this.
it wasn't the
also.
first time they compared Bill Cosby and T.I. I guess Tanya was a little upset. Back
Look
in the day.
up
Just saying.
T.I. and Bill Cosby together in a pic. Then we got the pic for this
Look,
episode.
man.
For this episode, that would be the pic we use. T.I. and Bill Cosby together.
Okay, let's move on.
Shaking
Let's move on.
hands.
T.I.'s
or
doing
whatever.
some dirty shit, bro. They're drugging, kidnapping, and raping women. It's not okay.
That's not.
That's not good at all, no.
okay with
That's
the
not
people
okay at
in
all.
the world.